Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the TobenONE UDS033 DisplayLink docking station. I'll start off with talking about the packaging. So it comes in a box like this. This is like a little sleeve and it comes in an actual box. The device itself is of course significantly smaller. You can see what it looks like right here. Here it is next to an average size calculator. On this device, you can see a few things. You can see there are a multitude of ports on it. So you can see that there's, looks like 4 USB-A ports. There's 3 on the front and 1 on the back, as well as there are 3 display ports and 3 HDMI ports. You can see those on the back. There's these little stickers protecting it right now, but there's 3 and 3, as well as an Ethernet port, of course your host port, which is connected via USB C. Then on the front, you have 2 more USB C as well, and then a 9mm headphone jack. One thing to note about this device is, as I said, this device is great because it allows you to be able to have, to extend a multitude of displays. The large thing as well, I also did mention the SD card slots as well. But this is one good thing about this is that, to note is that when you're using the display ports, you do have to have a driver. That is one thing I will say. I would say that's the only, drawback. I know that sometimes people don't really want to have to install drivers, but in order to use the display port, you do need to install drivers on your device. The total amount of ports on this thing, there's 18 ports on here. It can support a single 8K display, and it does have an adapter as well. It is powered, of course, by it's included as well, 120 watt power adapter. Gives you sufficient power for your laptop, and it also supports up to 18 watts for both of these USB-Cs that are on the front. The power button, of course, like anything else. One thing that's also very beneficial is that this is widely compatible. It's compatible with Thunderbolt 4 and then by extension Thunderbolt 3, as well as a multitude of full-feature USB-C laptops, including Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. I'm sorry, excuse me. It does not support Linux, but it does support Ubuntu, which I know is technically part of it, but it doesn't just support all Linux/Unix. For me, just to give you perspective into my setup, I currently have a dual monitor setup here, and I unplugged this for the purpose of this video, but for me, you can kind of see here that I have a dual monitor setup. I have a LG dual up monitor as well as a LG ultra wide monitor, which technically both of those allow me to have 4 monitors at once. And I use a TobenONE docking station as well. I've been using their products for an extended period of time, but overall, like I said, it's a really good product. My reason for getting this was because I wanted to be able to, I'm going to create an additional setup. This is kind of for my personal plus school setup, but now I'm going to have an additional setup as I transition to be working from home. So it's a great product. It's one stop. It's really good because, as I said, you have one hub to connect everything to. And you have so many ports to connect a multitude of devices. Whether it's microphones, webcams, speakers, chargers, whatever, or any of external hard drives, whatever it is that you have to connect. This device allows you to be able to do it. And as I say, these devices are great. They last a long time. I've been using TobenONE devices for, I would say, almost 4 years now. It has been great. All right, thank you, everyone.